As exciting as new mechanics are in Rocket League, what comes with them are a whole bunch of annoying side effects, the most iconic side effect, of course, being people who get inspired to make their own mechanics.
This is a Lix Jump. This is not a Lix Jump. It's a brand new mechanic inspired by an element of the Lix Jump. You wouldn't call a quesadilla a cheeseburger just because they both have cheese. So what makes it so much different? I started being fascinated with wall resets when I saw the Hell Jump. Pretty much you do this bounce jump off the ground to get a reset, but expended way too much boost. I thought if you can get this off the wall it would be awesome. But people tried it and it still used up way too much boost. There were other attempts along the way to find a reset, but none of them really resulted in anything that useful. But then I saw this Lix Jump video, and like everyone else, I was fascinated. Let me explain how it works. When your car is approaching the curve of the wall, it has horizontal momentum. And as your car drives up the wall, the car's momentum will still want to go towards the wall until the momentum dissipates. That's why you can't jump immediately after driving up the wall. Now the Lix Jump takes into account that the front of your car loses all of its horizontal momentum before the back of your car. So if you jump right at that time, only the nose of your car will lift off. So now your car's wheels will start heading back towards the wall, and that's when you want to side dodge. The side dodge you should use should always push you away from the wall. So if you're on the left wall, dodge right. If you get the timing right, the car will get all four wheels to just barely touch the wall, which cancels the dodge animation, but not the dodge momentum, which will push the car away from the wall. This characteristic of the side dodge on the wall is key for this to work. Your wheels touch, but your car wants to jump away. It's actually pretty amazing. Mr. Waiton pointed out in this video that there was a problem with the car facing down after doing the mechanic. And I found that happens because you hold the stick in the direction you dodge for too long, causing your car to flip. So I came up with this nifty workaround by jumping and pressing directional air roll at the same time to give you a side dodge. This allowed me to get a somewhat better recovery than before. Like everyone else, I was trying to find a new way to do this, and if you understand the principles that I explained before, there is no reason why you can't do it when jumping onto the wall. So I hit this clip. It was still sloppy, but I saw the potential. This isn't really new though. The Chimp posted this clip a week prior, but I think we were both working towards something that could be useful. After trying this for hundreds of hours over the course of the day, I did this thing. This thing gives you a reset and a dash. This weird looking thing would theoretically solve the issue of using too much boost. So how do you get the dash and the reset? Remember that nifty way of side dodging that I used? If you hold forward on the left stick while pressing the directional air roll button and jump, you do a diagonal dodge. And that diagonal dodge gets you off the wall and gives you a burst of speed. Now you might be thinking, why not a normal diagonal dodge? Well, I haven't been able to do it. But if you get it perfect, it should be possible. But there's also a good reason why you shouldn't do it. On my journey to discovering this mechanic, I also found that you could do it on the side wheels. This will make your recovery off the wall straighter. This looks very similar to something called a roll reset. FlowState GG made this very nice tutorial explaining how it worked. I'll leave a link to it down in the description. The roll reset uses air roll to make sure you don't stick to the wall. And I believe this new mechanic does the same exact thing. By using this other method of dodging, you keep holding down the directional air roll button to make sure your car won't stick to the wall. So is this a new mechanic? Well, it might depend on how you do it. Let me give you a quick tutorial. Step 1, jump on the wall. You can approach the ball at any angle less than 90 degrees, but I find under 45 degrees to be easier. You want to jump a little bit away from the wall so you have enough time to angle your car. You can line your car up in two ways, with the side wheels to touch the wall first, or the back wheels to touch the wall first. If your car is angled too much, you won't be able to do it. Also, your car can be facing anywhere from almost vertical to all the way horizontal. Step 2, dodging on the wall. I'm going to show you the non-dash methods with this because I think they are useful. I'll break it down into two methods. First is the dash way. This method will give you a dash along the wall but not that far off the wall. As your car is falling towards the wall, you want to do one of these special diagonal dodges. If you're on the left wall, use air roll right and vice versa. The timing is very difficult, but if you get it, you'll notice a burst of speed and you'll hear the dodge sound, but your vertical momentum won't stop. If you use your back wheels to touch the wall first, the nose of your car should drag along the wall a bit. But if you use the side wheels, the car should spin more vertically. Remember to hold the directional air roll button to make sure your car won't stick to the wall. The second way is the Lix way. This method will not give you a dash along the wall, but it will pop you further out into the field. As your car is falling towards the wall, you want to do a side dodge. If you use your back wheels to touch the wall first, the nose of your car should drag along the wall a bit, but honestly, I don't suggest doing this method, but maybe it'll be useful in the future. If you use the side wheels, your car should spin more vertically. I want to note that you could do this with the normal side dodge like this, but as you can see, it still has the problem of the car facing down after popping off. But it does look cool. So is this mechanic useful? I don't really know if this mechanic will go anywhere, but I do see some potential. I've landed some double taps and some crappy air dribble musties, and I don't think this replaces the Lix Jump. The Lix Jump is way easier. I will say though, using the side wheels seems to be more consistent and the recovery is easier, so I think that has the best shot to be useful. Also, one quick thing to note, you can do this from the corners. So what should you call this thing? For the Lix way, it would be something like this. It's a Lix Jump, but you jump on the wall instead of driving up it, and then you use the side wheels and use directional air roll to dodge to keep the car straight. And for the dash way, it's a Lix Jump, but you jump on the wall instead of driving up it, and then you use the side wheels and use diagonal directional air roll to dodge to get the dash, and make sure you hold air roll like a roll reset or you'll stick to the wall. To me, it seems like too many add-ons to be the same mechanic.
During the rare occasions where a brand new mechanic is actually discovered, there's always an immediate question that gets asked, which is, what do we call this thing?
So I think it should be called something like the Christo Jump or the Christo Dash, or bare minimum, the Christo Lix. Honestly, those all sound like shit. Alright, I made a training pack to practice this mechanic. The code will be down in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.